Good evening, dear student. Now I am going to teach class 5, the universal grammar. The chapter 1 is the sentence. Before going to this chapter, so what is sentence? Do you know it? Sentence is a group of words which express a meaningful sense, and it has a subject and a predicate. Clear? The sentence is a collection of words which express a meaningful sense. Meaningful sense. So the sentence is a collection of words which express a meaningful sense is called sentence, and it contains subject and a predicate. If the collection of a word which doesn't express a meaningful sense, that is not a sentence. So, take an example. I am a boy. Here, I is the subject and am, a boy, is a predicate. But the word I am a boy, these are the groups of words which express a meaning. So, which express a meaningful sense, so it is called a sentence. If the groups of words which are arranged in not a order and that doesn't express a meaningful sense, then we cannot call it as a sentence. For example, I, a, am, boy, a. These are also the groups of words, but it can't express a meaningful sense, so it is not called a sentence. Clear? And I said that a subject which contains, a sentence which contains a subject and a predicate. So, I is the subject and am a boy is called predicate. Then take another example. We are laughing. We are laughing. Apples are healthy to eat. So, we, apple in this sentence are called subject. These are called subject. Subjects. And these are called, except subjects, the other parts of the sentence is called predicate. So, are laughing and are laughing and are healthy to eat are called predicate. Clear? Now you have a question. So what is subject? I am going to clarify it. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about, and the predicate tells something more about the subject. Okay. Now write down The definition of subject. What I said? The subject is what? The subject is what or whom? Or whom the sentence is about. The sentence is about. For example, I am a boy. Here subject is I. Okay. Here subject is I. Subject is a word. The subject is what or whom is about. And the predicate is, what is predicate? The predicate tells more about the subject. Here am a boy is called predicate. We denote as P, and subject we denote as S. Now remember, the subject doesn't always comes at the beginning of the sentence. It may come in the beginning, or in the middle, or at the end of the sentence. Subject doesn't always comes at the beginning of the sentence, but it may come in the middle or at the end of the sentence sometimes. Okay. Now look at some examples. Obviously, he is blind. Obviously, he is blind. Why have you brought this storybook to the school today? Right. Here comes the principal of our school. Oh, at the end of this road, stands my house. Obviously, here he is subject. Here you is subject. Here comes the principal is subject. Here my school is subject. Look at the sentence carefully. In the first sentence, the subject comes in the middle of the sentence. In the second sentence also, the subject comes in the middle of the sentence. In the third sentence also, the subject comes in the middle of the sentence, and in the fourth sentence, the subject comes at the end of the sentence, and at the beginning of the sentence I have given you हेलो हाँ टिके 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 खाली आपन को बोलबे कोछि सर है ना क्लास रे so what we are discussing about I have given you some examples of subject which comes at the beginning of the sentence. Now in the fourth sentence the subject comes at the end of the sentence. I have told you that the subject is a word in the sentence which comes in the beginning of the sentence, and sometimes it may come in the middle or at the end of the sentence. Clear? Now let's revise. Please turn over your page number 6. Complete the following sentences with suitable subject. Before going to this exercise, I am telling you some important things about the persons. There are 3 persons in English language. How many persons in English language? There are 3 persons. I have taught you in your previous class that there are 3 persons in the English language. That is the first person, the second person, and the third person. First person is I and we. Second person is you, and the third person is he, she, it, Ram, Jadu, etc. They. Okay? There is a condition. If the third person, if the third person is, sorry, if the subject is, if the subject is third person and singular in number, then we add s or es to the verb. Clear? Now let's revise. Now let's start the exercise. Complete the following sentences with suitable subject. Number A. This makes beautiful furniture. This makes beautiful furniture. Second is this needs very beautiful sweaters. Third one is this is my birthplace. Des makes beautiful furniture. Des needs very beautiful sweater. Des is my workplace. Here the verb makes, needs, fulfill these conditions. The verb makes, here s is added, and the needs, the verb needs, s is added. So we put third person, we add third person singular number in subject. Okay. Now you can put he or she. He makes beautiful furniture. She needs, she, or he needs, or you can put any name, Ram, Shyam, Jadu, Madhu, etc. And she needs very beautiful sweater. This is my birthplace. You can give any place name like Rairampur. Okay, any village name from where you belong to. Okay, I write Rairampur. Okay, now do the exercise yourself. I will discuss it in my next class. So B, C, D, E, do it yourself. If you have any problem, then ask me. We have given you our contact number. So contact us in case of any problem. Thank you.